Hey y'all, it's Amy. Welcome to my channel and to today's video. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm just going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm just going to be talking through life lately while I put on my makeup. And yes, I'm wearing a soccer jersey. It is officially, as I'm filming this, the 19th of July. Today is the World Cup final and Delilah and I are going to church and there's a watch party afterwards. So she's cheering for Argentina, I'm cheering for Spain. But yeah, I don't really have anything Spanish, but I decided since it's World Cup Day, I'll wear my Croatia jersey. So I hope you guys have fun watching today's video. It is also a hair tutorial, so stay tuned till the end. If you want to figure out, if you want to know how I got this bun, if you're curious, you have to see all the way to the end. I don't know how to do chapters, I don't know how to do the skip ahead thing. But if nothing else, and if you want to see the hair tutorial, this is how I do my big messy bun on the top of my head. It's super simple, super easy. And you will get to see this super simple, super easy makeup routine as I kind of go through, you know, life right now, what I'm doing, what I'm up to, what I'm not up to, etc., so on and so forth. Here we go, get ready, and let's do this. Go Spain. Okay, see you guys later. Tutorial portion coming to you right now. Alright, morning everyone. It is Sunday, the 19th of July, and I have my Croatia jersey on because today is the final of the World Cup. And so I am sitting down here and I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm not going to really go into too much detail. We're just going to talk about a few things and I'm going to let you guys know what's been happening. So we're just going to get started, and I have my e.l.f. brush, e.l.f. tinted hydrator. Wait, I need to conceal it. Okay, I've been doing this trick. I have a NYX Fix Stick in pink, and then I have this creamy concealer from e.l.f., the click up pen kind, and I've been doing that for my under eyes. So I also have the tinted hydrator. So I'm not going to do any eyeshadow today. I haven't been doing a lot of eyeshadow because I just haven't been feeling that lately. Not really buying makeup these days, and if I am, it's blush and bronzer and highlight. I'm really more focused on the face these days versus doing my eyes. So I'm having issue with this eye, which is terrible because really it's not a good day for that. So it's World Cup Day, like I said, getting ready. We're going to church and I'm going for Spain. For those of you who are watching, I'm going for Spain, and I'm not a huge fan of Messi, especially after this World Cup. He's done some things that I really am frustrated with. Okay, so I'm gonna take my hand. I'm starting to do this on my palm versus doing it on the back of my hand, and I do this with all of my creams pretty much right now, most of them, and then I like, especially if I mix them, I put them on my hand like this, and then I do my little clicky click. But this is a great concealer, by the way, just to make this a little bit more hydrating and just to kind of neutralize the pink a little bit. Not that I need to. Okay, so I'm a huge sports fan, for those who do not know. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it surely is mine. I played soccer for a long time when I was a kid, and then I got hurt, and now I played it again as an adult. So see, I just mixed that like that, like so, and I just put that under my eyes, and it's a kind of like a pinky neutralized. Now I do my concealer before I do anything else. So like I said, no eyeshadow primer, no nothing, just woke up, exfoliated, and put on my sunscreen, and now we're good to go. So anyway, I love sports, and like I said, in this World Cup, I was really, really excited, mostly for Norway. Now, they weren't even on my radar until I started watching the World Cup and I found out who Erling Haaland was. And if you guys know, if you know, you know, Erling Haaland, and I just take this foundation brush and tap it out with no product on it. If you know, you know. If you've been watching sports at all, or you've been into the World Cup at all, this guy is everywhere. He's the guy from Norway. And I'm obsessed. Like, I am obsessed with him. I think most people are. And I think what is most exciting to me about him is not just his skill, but like his personality and how cool he is. Like, he's just super, super cool. And and he's like a good human, and just, he's awesome. I love him. I think he's so great. So, yeah, I've been watching the World Cup. So they got knocked out by England, and England just won the bronze medal. So today's final is featuring Spain versus Argentina, and I am way going for Spain. I am not a huge Messi fan. I was at one time, but tinted high dryer, back of my hand, inside of my hand. I don't know why I've been doing that inside of my hand. I saw a video from Shea Whitney, and she talked about how Laura Lee does this. She puts it on the inside of her hand, like especially a cream, and then she dabs it. So I'm not really paying attention to where I'm putting this. I'm just talking as I'm doing it. So Erling Haaland, he's the Norwegian player, and he's 6'5", scores goals like nobody's business, and he's so fun to watch. And watching Norway during this World Cup and seeing the row and the stands and the row around the world where they hit the drum and they row like on a Viking ship, it became a whole viral thing, and like people were doing it all over the place. And Norway, I've always wanted to go to Scandinavia, but I fell for the Norwegian team and for Erling Haaland hard, especially him. And I am not the only one. Like, I'm aware of the fact that I'm not alone. This guy has gone viral. He is popular for a reason. He is striking. He isn't good looking, and it's not about his looks. It's more about who he is as a person. And this is the true epitome of how personality is everything, and morals is everything, and who a person is and what they do on and off the field is just like, he's like the ultimate role model. He's like the Josh Allen of soccer, if you will. Like, yeah. And speaking of which, Josh Allen is my current favorite player for the NFL. I can't wait for that to come back. And he's a new dad. He and his wife, Haley Steinfeld, who's an actress and singer, and I don't know what else she does, but they had a baby and they named her Harper, and I'm like here for it. But anyway, we're not talking about Josh Allen, we're talking about World Cup. Okay, let me, this is blended in. Let me just double check. Okay, now I'm going to just set under my eyes, pretty much my eyes only. No, yeah, I'm just gonna use the powder. So anyway, World Cup, and going to church in Davis, California. Now, that is where, oh god, there it is. Okay. My husband is playing the drums at the Bayside Davis, and I'm sure most of you have heard of Davis. Davis is a town just outside of Sacramento, very famous for their agricultural college, and UC Davis and the veterinary school. Go Aggies, California. So I have a lot of friends that are Davis alums, and so yeah, it's awesome. So the pastor there, Wesley, he's a nice guy. I'm not, see, I don't think a lot of people know kind of about Messi and his controversies, and his style of play is a little bit, I don't know, dubious, if you ask me. I mean, he was getting on my boy Jude Bellingham in that semifinal game, and I was not having it. So anyway, long story short, I love sports, and I have ever since I was a kid. And much to my husband's chagrin, he just rolls with it, doing the same thing with the bronzer inside of the hand. Wet n Wild contour stick. This is the color, and I am just gonna grab two brushes. I'm gonna grab this one, and I'm gonna grab this one. This one's just to apply, and this one's for shade. This one's to blend. Okay. So I've always been the sports person, truly a sports person in my house. My husband does not understand. He doesn't understand the K-pop. He doesn't understand the sports. He calls me the dude in the relationship, which is fair, I guess, but I'm like, I don't have a wang, dude, so I can't be the dude. He goes, that's not what I'm talking about. I said, he goes, it's like, it's all your interests are guy interests. I drink beer, I do watch sports, and I'm like, and you don't do any of that. He doesn't do any of that. He's like a gamer / techie dude. And that's fine. Why do you have to like sports? And why do you have to crap on me? Because I like sports. He doesn't crap on me. He's a good dude. But anyway, I am the sports person in my family. My brother Blaze is too. And so is my dad. But my dad primarily, I'm not even kidding you. My dad doesn't really have a team, but he's loyal to the state of Wyoming, which is his home state. And so anytime there's a athlete anywhere from Wyoming playing in a professional sports team, my dad goes for that team. And hence, that's why we love Josh Allen so much. Josh Allen went to the University of Wyoming, and he really is an awesome guy. Like, he's from California, but he went to the University of Wyoming. Nobody knew who he was. He didn't get any offers to play anywhere. And when Wyoming took him from junior college, he blew up. Like, blew up. And then he went in the draft. He's an MVP now. So he's all the things. So anyway, huge sports fan. So so then I'm just blending it out. Okay. Blend, blend, blend. I gotta do a little bit of root spray right there. Oh my God, my hair. I did find a new hair person where I moved, and honest to God, she's like the best. I love my old gal, my old hair gal, but this new lady, she made it so like when my hair grows out, the grays don't appear as bad, and I have dark hair, so yeah. So anyway, going for Spain today. I don't really have a vested interest in either of the teams other than the fact that I don't want Messi to win. I could care less about Spain. Like, I was going for Norway. At first I was going for Korea, obviously, because why wouldn't I? And Japan, as a lover of all things Asian. But they both got knocked out. They didn't make it to the round of 32. So, yeah. Anyway, sports fan, a lot of people are just like, you know a lot about sports. I'm like, why is that a shock? So anyway, so my family's watching the World Cup. I'm sure my brother is finding a place to watch the World Cup. My little brother is watching it. Everybody's watching it. The whole world is watching it. And I know people know who Erling Haaland is. Like, I legit know. Just taking a foundation brush or the my elf dual-ended brush and just going over that bronzer and blending it a little bit. I've been doing this lately too. I've been basically taking a fluffy kind of foundation brush, and then I go over especially my bronzer just to kind of subdue it a little bit. I'm trying to get away from doing the really, really heavy bronzer and heavy blush, but honest to God, I can't get away from that. I just can't. So anyway, so there's that. So like I said, I've played soccer pretty much on and off throughout my life. Cherry cola. We're gonna do lips and cheeks with this. Let me go wash my hand real quick. Okay, I'm back. Cherry cola. So another thing I want to talk about, stains are like all the rage now. Like cheek stains, lip stains, all the things. Primarily lip liner stains, lip liner markers. I think I'm gonna bite the bullet and probably order some. I'm trying to save money for BTS, which is a whole nother issue with my husband. He's just like, they charge too much. I said, listen, compared to most concert prices, theirs is affordable. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, there's this guy that I work with named Ahmad. Oh my God. The guy is just like, when he found out how much the concert tickets cost, he didn't understand that ticket costs for concerts in general are not what they used to be. I'm like, when did you last go to a concert? He's like, oh, about 20 years ago. I said, excuse me. That's not how much anybody charges for a concert anymore. He thought $500 was bad. And I'm like, it is. But that's not as bad as most. I swear, thousands of dollars to go see people is like ridiculous. Even for K-pop. Okay, let me make sure that I have my brush to blend. Okay, here's this. So this is the liner stains. I am like here for it. I am like ready for the liner stains. Like I said, This one's the best one, Cherry Cola. They have new shades of these. Oh my god. Total wish list item. Especially the brown one, which is sold out. You can't get it. And I want to try the other e.l.f. sticks, but my only worry with those new sticks, the stick blushes that roll up, you know, the cream ones, is that they're going to replace my old monochromatic multi-stick, which is no bueno. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry. I don't rub, you know, I'm just going to let it dry. These are dehydrating though. This is one of the reasons why I'm so glad they're doing stains now. Apparently e.l.f. is doing a lip liner stain, but it's one that you have to peel off. I'm just all about the stain that bleeds in, that you can blend out, that looks natural. I don't want to do anything that I have to peel off. A lot of people are into those peel off lip stains, not me. No, thank you. Okay, so they released new colors of these. I'm here for it. So anyway, you know, sports, back to sports. I have always been a sports fan. Whether it's baseball, soccer, or as they say, football. And you know, that because it really is football. Okay, I mean, come on, let's go. Who are we even talking about here? So anyway, NFL particularly. I'm a huge NFL person. I am a Raider fan, and I'm a glutton for punishment. We get made fun of all the time. I already know, especially by 49er fans. Especially by 49er fans, we get crapped on. Okay, so see, that's it. That's pretty much it. All I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna do eyeshadow because why? And besides, my eye is acting janky. So anyway, I'm a huge Raiders fan. 3-time Super Bowl champions, but the last time they won the Super Bowl was in the 1980s. You know, and a lot of people, you know, laugh because Darth Vader is usually the representative, like kind of like unofficial mascot or symbol of the Raiders. And the Raiders won a Super Bowl for every year that Star Wars came out. So it's just kind of funny. It's funny to me that so many people associate Darth Vader with the Oakland Raiders. And I know, I said Oakland. I know they play in Las Vegas. I really don't give a shit about that. Like, for me, they're always going to be the Oakland Raiders. But Oakland didn't get their shit together, so it's understandable why the owners moved the team. I wouldn't want to play in that Coliseum anymore either. It's bad. Big Bang, another K-pop group. They are coming to California, and they're playing at the Coliseum. The Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It is a terrible venue, and I'm so mad because I'm like, Big Bang deserves better than that. e.l.f. pomade for the brow. I'm literally like, this is it. I mean, I'm gonna maybe add some highlighter in a minute once this really dries down. And then make sure that I like check my lips out. So anyway, Big Bang is coming. My friend Spencer is flying out for that, and that's in September. And he's going to both shows, and I might try to go. But I put all my eggs in one basket trying to get tickets for BTS, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I was supposed to go to LA to see, to go to KCON, but I decided not to go this year. Mostly because I slept on getting the tickets, and I didn't get soundcheck tickets for day one, and so I decided I'm just not going to go. Which, in retrospect, is kind of a bummer, but at least now I can put all my resources to seeing BTS. And I want to take Delilah. And I missed the Northern California show, so I want to go to Southern California and SoFi. I swear to God, anytime you can go to SoFi Stadium, do it. I don't care what for. It is the best stadium in the world. Like, no doubt. I mean, it's in LA, and just looking at it, you know it's grand. It's like the coolest stadium ever. So anyway, that's where I saw them the first time, BTS, back in 2021, which was 5 years ago. So I've officially been a K-pop. This fall, I'll have been a K-pop stan or a K-pop lover of K-pop music for 5 years, which I think my husband thinks this is a fad, and it's just gonna die out. And I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm legit obsessed with K-pop. Like, yeah, I know. Who knew? Well, anyway, I did. So anyway, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna try and go. So, Big Bang, kind of the godfathers of K-pop. I mean, G-Dragon is the king. He is the king. I mean, there is no king, but no kings. Anyway, he is a, he's the forebearer of K-pop, the symbol of K-pop as a whole. Global ambassador, fashion icon, music icon, G-Dragon. And so I love all things K-pop. And so Spencer's coming out from Arkansas, and he and Hannah, no, is it Hannah? No, it's Kaylee. He and this other girl, Kaylee, that I know, are going to both shows. He's doing VIP one day. I don't know if he's doing VIP both days, but I figured if I leave out of Oakland to go to LA, or if I just drive to LA after the concert, after seeing Spencer, or that night of the concert, then I can see him, maybe see Big Bang, and then Delilah and I can just drive down to LA and go see BTS. So BT21, which is, if you know, you know. If you don't, BT21 is like an animated, character-driven thing that's related to BTS. So each character for BT21 represents a member of BTS. My favorite BT21, and I think is a lot of people's favorite BT21, is RJ. RJ is Jin's BT21, the little llama, the little white one. I'll put a photo here. But I am a J-Hope fanatic. So, of course, I love Megan. But, anyway, I digress. My best friend just got back from Korea. She got to go. And it was kind of like, okay, whatever. She went with another friend of mine who I'm good friends with. But I can't afford to go to Korea right now. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I just bought a house. Okay, I'm just using this, Amuse highlighter palette. I just got this little random highlighter palette at TJ Maxx, and I literally like am obsessed with it. So I'm going to just take this gold shade on the end, and I'm going to load up my highlighter brush, tap, and just go over that red. So anyway, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys had a good 4th. I've been sick. I don't know if you can tell. I've been really sick. I got an upper respiratory infection, and then Delilah got sick and had to be admitted to the hospital. I won't say what for, but she's fine now. You know, everybody's talking about this thing going around where they're getting explosive diarrhea. Well, Delilah doesn't get explosive diarrhea. She gets constipation. TMI. Okay, that's way too much highlighter. I really don't care, but it is. So I'm gonna do liner and mascara probably off camera, but yeah. Let me just do a lip liner. And then I'll come back. Once I get all of that done, I'll come back and I'll show you guys how I've been doing my hair. Because really, honestly, it's been super fun to do my hair lately. I have very long hair. For my age, it's probably not appropriate, but I don't listen to anybody. What anybody says is appropriate, really, truly. Red lip liner, just like this one's from Rimmel. I think it's called Red Dynamite. This is gonna go and define my lip line. Like I said, I want to get these liner stains, because literally lip liner is like my favorite thing ever. Lip liner and blush. I've switched from an eyeshadow enthusiast to a blush enthusiast. My blush drawer is out of control. So anyway, my best friend, she just went to Seoul with another friend of mine, and she loved it, of course, but I didn't go, so that's some tough times for me, but I will. So there's that. Now, I might just do a little bit more of the Cherry Cola shade on the lips. Sometimes people put gloss over these, and I totally get that, but I'm not a gloss person. I'm trying to be, but I'm not. So anyway, that's aligned. Let me just do my mascara and my eyeliner. I might not do eyeliner because I'm having an issue with this eye. I don't know what it is. Anyway, So stay tuned. I'm gonna show you guys how I do my hair because it's on a whole nother level. But like, yeah, this is my look minus my eyes, and I will be back to show you guys the hair. But yeah, I've been all over the place, been randomly talking, but life's been crazy. My life pretty much has been consumed in these last 3 weeks with illness and the World Cup and 4th of July, which, ladies and gentlemen, 4th of July. What can I say about the 4th of July? Probably the best 4th of July I've ever had in my life. We have a really good neighborhood, and it's like the old days where you go across the street and stand in your neighbor's yard, or you grab a beer or drink from their fridge. Got a lot of dude caves. Yeah, I got a good dude cave across the street. A lot of really cool people, and I'm just loving moving here. But boy, I threw down. Let me just say that I threw down, and Lord have mercy, did I suffer the consequences. But anyway, I'll do my hair when I come back and finish this video. But this is pretty much more or less it. And yeah, life is life. Okay, see you guys in a few. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I've been doing my hair, you guys, okay? So I start with a high ponytail. I don't use anything to tame the flyaways, which I should, but I don't. Then this is just a regular hair elastic, a goodie hair elastic. I need to get better hair elastics, I know. Got to get my hair cut. Split ends are crazy. Getting my hair done tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 of these clips. You know, the traditional old little snappy kind that bend to your head. I use 2 of those. And I put them in the back to keep the flyaways from coming down. And I don't use anything special for this other than just ingenuity and things I've learned along the way. So, okay, so here's the trick. Now, I have a lot of hair, but when it's in a bun, it still doesn't look full enough. So what I do is I take a scrunchie, go like this. I look like Cousin It, right? Then I take my hair like this and I bunch it up like so, and I put a scrunchie in it, a scrunchie over the top, like this. And I just wind it a couple times. Sometimes you don't even need to do it, wind it, you just put it in the top, like that. And then, so you have, like I have all these pieces that are hanging out. So the scrunchie is right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover the scrunchie with the rest of my hair, and I have a bunch of bobby pins, okay? So what'll happen is sometimes what I'll do is I'll pull my hair through the scrunchie, and it looks like a hot mess right now, but once I get it all like pinned down, it's gonna look like this really full, voluminous like bun. It like kind of reminds me of, what's her name from Zootopia, Marabella, the sheep that has a little poof of the tuft of wool on the top of her head. That's what my hair looks like when I do it like this, but I don't really care. Like I said, I do my own thing. So I just kind of pull until I feel like the fullness is even around the top of the bun. And then what I do is I take just bobby pins and I start pinning the ends up into the scrunchie. So let me just get my mirror and I'll grab an end. So like sometimes I'll leave them out for fake bangs, but yeah. So I just grab random pieces and turn my bobby pin upside down. You gotta turn it upside down so the ridges are on the bottom, because that way it'll stay in better. That's what I learned. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a random piece and I'm just gonna pin it, but kind of leave the end out because you kind of want it to be messy. So messy. Forget messy, like messy, but okay, so you just kind of keep going until you get all the pieces up inside and around the scrunchie, so you almost can't see it anymore. And use a scrunchie that's the same color as your hair, obviously, because that way you can hide it, but you're basically hiding it with the bottom of your hair. Now, if you don't have enough hair to do this, I'm sorry. That's on you. I mean, not necessarily, yeah. So anyway, I just keep going until I get all those pieces, you know, kind of up and tucked in, up underneath that scrunchie. And like I still have this side okay. And sometimes I leave little pieces out just for, you know, just to make it kind of really sloppy, but ooh, sorry. See how I just kind of pulled it and like made it like this big old kind of tuft. People are like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I just do it. Okay, I'm gonna take this piece right here and I'm gonna attach it through the front, or right around here. Gonna take it around the back. You really can't see the scrunchie. I mean, you know it's there, but you can't see it as well because you're kind of wrapping these pieces around it. Some people take the extra pieces and they put it through the scrunchie, not me. That won't stay. Okay, so I got one more piece in the back here. I think it's this one right here. And I'm just gonna pin that in somewhere, like right around here. And when you put the pins in, it kind of shoves the bun even higher. Fun. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna do a check with my mirror. And yeah, see, that's perfect. See how it's just kind of like a floppy big poof on the top of your head? This part right here is gonna drive me crazy. I gotta pin down that. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, that's that. So this is kind of like a mini hair tutorial. I gotta make sure I know what I'm doing here. I don't want it flying in my eyes, and that will happen because I've made this kind of this poof, an out of control poof. But basically that's it, you guys. That's how I've been doing my hair. Ta-da! See? So anyway, then I'm just gonna spray it. Not too much, but that's how I get my bun. That's how I get my bun. A lot of people are asking me how I do it, and that is how I do it. This little piece, I'm just gonna put it toward the back. Okay, so here you go, okay? So thank you so much for watching, you guys, today. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that you had fun sitting down with me talking about random crap, World Cup, K-pop, all the things. Yeah, life. But this is my final look. I literally did mascara and that's it. I didn't do any eyeliner. Something's wrong with my eye. I went to an optometrist and she told me, you know, make sure that you don't have a lot of, I'm getting like particles of dust or something in my eye, like, or the fan is drying my eyes out, but it's always my left eye, never my right. I don't understand it, but that's okay because I haven't really been doing eye makeup anymore. That doesn't mean I won't, but I think this looks better for me with my age. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, there you go. Thanks so much for being here today. Go Spain, go Spain. Yes, Spain, 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 not Argentina. Sorry, if you love Argentina, more power to you. I'm not a huge fan of the players, and I'm not going to get into why, but because we're supposed to love one another, and we're supposed to support one another and be kind to one another. So I'm not going to talk doo-doo about certain players, but go Spain. All right, thanks for being here, you guys, today. I will catch you in my next video, which will be coming up, probably a wish list video or a favorites video or some such thing such as that. But I already talked about one of my favorites in this video, sports and Erling Haaland. So, Erling, yes, good times. Okay, guys, I'll see you. Have a great rest of your weekend. You're probably going to see this in a couple days, so I hope you had a good weekend. And we are over halfway through the year. It's hard to believe, but Jorge Finger Hearts. You're awesome and amazing. Be a good human. Go out in the world and love others as Jesus loved you, and treat others as you would like to be treated. Y'all are the best. Thanks for coming and stopping by today. Leave me a comment down below letting me know something fun that you've been doing lately. Like, where have you gone on vacation? Are you excited for World Cup? Are you being a sloth and staying home? Are you, what are you doing this summer? Let me know. See you guys later. I will talk to you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye!